Welcome to DIYs with Sonia. In today's video, I'm sharing thrifted high-end dupes inspired by all of Atelier and Crate and Barrel. If you love high-end home decor but don't want to pay the hefty price tag, you're in the right place. I'll be duping a stunning olive Atelier style vase, a gorgeous mortar candle, and a beautiful decorative pear from Crate and Barrel, all on the budget. These pieces bring that curated designer look to your home without breaking the bank. If you love budget-friendly DIYs, high-end home decor dupes, and thrifted flips, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for today's projects, and let's jump right in. I'm starting today's DIY project with this thrifted vase. I've had it for a while. It originally came from HomeSense, but I found it secondhand and used it in my decor. However, my style has evolved and I'm no longer drawn to this look. So I wanted to give it a completely new life, inspired by the Olive Atelier paper mache vase. What I love most about is this piece is the texture and the aged look. My vase is slightly different in shape and size, but I knew I could achieve a similar aesthetic. To start, I already had the perfect base since this vase had a ribbed design. To create the texture, I mixed white paint with baking soda. Here's a pro tip. Before painting, apply a layer of Mod Podge or lightly sand the surface to help the paint adhere better. I skipped this step and the paint was sliding off in some areas, making the process longer. If you want a stronger base, using chalk paint and adding extra baking soda will also help. I applied 2 coats of my textured paint mixture. Once the base coat was dry, I went back in with the second layer of white paint mixed with baking soda as well as some beige paint, applying it generously with a brush. To create an aged natural look, I then used a craft sponge, which you can find at Dollar Tree in the kids craft section, to dab the surface. This step helps smooth out the textures and blend the paint evenly. I wanted a slightly distressed look, so I allowed some of the original silver finish to peek through, creating a vintage effect. If you prefer a more uniform finish, keep blending until you achieve your desired look. Here is how it turned out. I absolutely love how this piece transformed. It now looks like a high-end curated designer vase, perfect for styling in any season. I can't wait to incorporate it into my spring and Easter decor. For my next project, I worked with another thrifted item. I found this piece in one of those value packs from Value Village, and while I originally painted it white, I never actually used it. Instead of tossing it or donating it, I saw the perfect opportunity to repurpose it into a crate and barrel inspired decorative pair. The original crate and barrel pair retails for significantly more depending on the size. Mine might not be an exact match, but it definitely captures the same high-end aesthetic for a fraction of the cost. To get the look, I mixed brown and beige paint and applied one coat. While the paint was still wet, I sprinkled flour over the surface to create a matte aged effect. Unfortunately, I forgot to hit record during this step, but it's super simple. Just take some flour and lightly dust it over the surface while the paint is tacky. Next, I painted the stem and leaf black. The original crate and barrel version doesn't have a leaf, so if you want it to look identical, you can clip it off. After the paint dried, I took a clean brush and gently brushed off the excess flour. Be careful at this stage, I smudged some of the black paint, so I had to go back in and touch it up with more flour and paint. To finish, I applied a clear gloss spray to give it a subtle sheen, just like the crate and barrel piece. Here's how it turned out. It looks so high-end, and now I have a stylish decorative accent to use throughout my home. This last project was my favorite to recreate. I picked up this thrifted salt votive candle holder, and my inspiration was the Olive Atelier Mortar candle. These candles are quite pricey, and while my version is a bit smaller, it still captures the same designer look. I originally wanted to thrift an actual mortar, but had no luck finding it, so this was a great alternative. If you can't find a mortar either, you could even DIY one from scratch, something I might try in a future video. To start, I gave the piece a coat of white paint. Again, applying Mod Podge beforehand would have helped the paint adhere better, but I skipped that step. Once the white base dried, I added a layer of creamy beige paint, dabbing it on with a brush to create texture. To add dimension, I used a touch of black paint, applying it sparingly in the crevices and blending it out to avoid a grayish tone. I also went back in with beige paint to soften any harsh areas until I achieved the desired aged stone-like effect. And here is the final result. I placed the water candle inside, but the tea light will work just as well. It has a beautiful concrete inspired look, adding a vintage touch to any space. I think this would also be perfect for outdoor decor with citronella candles. I had so much creating these thrifted high-end dupes inspired by Olive Atelier and Crate and Barrel. Each piece was budget friendly, and now I have a gorgeous decor that looks like it came straight from a designer home store. If you love budget-friendly DIYs, home decor dupes, and thrift flips, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this project, and let me know in the comments which DIY was your favorite or what high-end item you'd love to see me recreate next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.